Hi everybody and welcome back to another fun-filled and exciting episode of Andrew Rants, the video series where I stand upon my metaphorical soapbox pedestal of the world and I bitch and complain about things that annoy me, bother me, piss me off, and just plain make me want to headbutt my head right into the wall. No, seriously, this is one that definitely pisses me off because today, unlike my past videos where I've complained about remakes, and I've complained about SpongeBob, and I've bitched about Teen Titans Go, and Cartoon Network, Disney, Nickelodeon, and all the things that boil my piss. Today, I'm actually diving back into something from my childhood. Yes, something that I saw in syndication as a kid that really, really moved me. Okay, it moved me to find the remote sometimes, but most of the time it just moved me. Of course, I am talking about Saved by the Bell. Now, for those of you that don't know what Saved by the Bell is, it was a teen-centric dramedy, it's dramedy basically, that came out back in the 80s as part of NBC's answer to children's entertainment, or at least in this case, programming for tweens and teens and kids. It wasn't bad back then, yes, it wasn't bad. In the 90s, it still has some staying power. In the 2000s, reruns just got old fast. So, of course, what am I talking about with Saved by the Bell? Well, if you haven't been, made aware, or you've been living under a rock, because, well, let's face it, the rocks have very nice accommodations nowadays. Saved by the Bell is getting I guess you could call it a reboot, a spin-off, a sequel, a continuation. Peacock's doing something new with it. Yeah. Of course, Peacock, as those of you know, is owned by NBC, and NBC honestly has some problems, but I'm not going to get into those. No, I'll save those for another day, another time, and another place. But apparently, we are getting a new Saved by the Bell. And I'm just... Look, I saw the trailer for it, okay? And this is what made me think of doing a video for it, because I'm not a fan of this. Alright? I get the concept that they're aiming for. I kind of understand what they're shooting for here. But they're shooting blanks. Okay? They are literally shooting blanks here, and I want to say this, if I may. They're going to fuck it up. So the premise for this new Saved by the Bell atrocity basically has, believe it or not, Zack Morris' kid. It deals with him and a whole bunch of other students that I'm still assuming it was Bayside, I'm pretty sure it was, where they're living their lives. We find out that, of course, Slater is the gym teacher. Yeah. Who the bleep saw that coming? No, seriously. Who didn't see that coming? Zack Morris is the governor of California, or the senator, I think it's the governor of California. I'm assuming he's still married to Kelly. This whole thing just, Look, the trailer did not sit well with me, okay? It honestly didn't. And I liked Saved by the Bell. It's one of my favorite shows, especially from my childhood. I would watch it, like in the morning before I go to school sometimes. It was on TBS. And I liked it because it was entertaining. Sure, like I said, the episodes get old really fast. And the early seasons are nothing to write home about. In fact, I'm amazed this show survived the early episodes. Ugh. God, those were nasty episodes. Whew. No, the show got better when they had the characters older. Sorry. Of course, this isn't the first ever spin-off, remake, continuation of the show. You had Saved by the Bell, the new class that came out, ironically, I want to say in the 90s, but I'm not 100% sure since I don't remember it. Basically dealing with the next group of kids that went to Bayside. Yeah. That's, great. Of course, there was also Saved by the Bell, the college years, detailing our favorite characters of Zack, Screech, Slater, and I believe, no, Lisa wasn't there. I think, was Jessie there? I want to say yes, but I don't. No, she wasn't. Maybe Lisa was there. I don't remember. But then Kelly eventually joined the crew because Zack and Kelly finally got married. Oh, it was a miracle. Yeah. So anyway, let me pull up the information here, courtesy of Wikipedia, on this Saved by the Bell 2020 TV series reboot. Oh, God. And it's set to premiere, by the way, later this month on Peacock. All hail Peacock! The greatest piece of crap to ever come out of the woodwork. So while that loads up. But no, Saved by the Bell had its unique stay. And I want to stress that. I mean, it went through two different spin-offs, which was Saved by the Bell The College Years and Saved by the Bell The New Class. There was even a made-for-TV movie that ended the whole goddamn thing, where Zack and Kelly finally get married at the end of it. Woo! Of course, if you end up watching that, then you kind of feel like there's more to it, because there's an episode in The College Years where they're trying to figure out if they should get married and everything else. So if you watch the stuff out of order, or if, God forbid, it airs out of order, then you get confused. And of course, there's always that one, I don't know if it's an arc, if it was designed to be that way, but there's like a set of episodes in Saved by the Bell that take place on a beach. Of course, it's California, beach goes hand in hand. But what bothers me about that, besides the fact that they really, really underused Leah Remedy in that. Really underused her for that role. I'm sorry, they really did. Is the fact that it does nothing for the plot. At fucking all. Nothing. In fact, I could have pissed in the ocean and done more for the plot. But anyway, the upcoming American streaming TV sitcom Saved by the Bell is getting a 2020 anniversary season. It's going to be starring Elizabeth Berkley, Mario Lopez, John Michael Higgins, Josie Tota? I guess I don't know. Dexter Darden, Michael Hu. Let's see here. We also have Alicia Pascal Pena and Belmont Kamel. I don't know who any of you are aside from the first two on that list, so I apologize. It's a teen sitcom. Oh, goody. So the series is going to center around a new group of Bayside High students from overprivileged and working class families. So basically the original Saved by the Bell, only with a 2020 spin on it. So basically, Saved by the Bell with a new coat of paint. Great. Excuse me for a second. God fucking damn it! Morons. Sorry, I have allergies at the same time I'm dealing with this crap. Okay, so of course... we have our characters. So... honest to God, this is going to be funny. Elizabeth Berkley, as those of you know, played Jessie Spano. She is going to be returning. She is Jamie's mother. Mario Lopez is A.C. Slater, the physical education teacher and coach at Bayside High. God help him. John Michael Higgins is playing Principal Todman, who took over Mr. Belding's role as the head of Bayside High. Oh, God help us. Well, then again, the one that played Mr. Belding, holy shit, time whooped his ass. It was ironic, like a few years ago, he did something with a sporting event around where I live, and when you saw what he looked like, I was like, oh my God! Yeah, it was nuts. Let's see here. We have Haskari Velasquez as Daisy, a smart, ambitious sophomore who is excited at the prospect of attending Bayside High after her local school gets shut down. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering who the evil tyrant is of this, look no further than our former class jackass and center of the thing. You know, the reason why there's an entire YouTube series out there that's called Zack Morris is Trash. Oh, look, I gave it away. Yeah. Among the latter of these wonderful children that are going to Bayside High now, are transferred from schools as part of a plan by now California Governor Zack Morris, whose administration experiences controversy for closing too many low-income high schools to send lower-income students to the highest-performing schools in the state. Zack Morris, the man who could give a rat's ass about learning, the man who spent every day in school either hitting on the girls, trying to score a quick buck, pissing off Mr. Belding, fucking over Screech. This man is the governor of California in this show. I think I talked about this at one point beforehand, and I didn't realize how shocking this was until now, when you see a trailer for this. And all of a sudden it's like, oh God, no. Well, this is nothing like what I thought it was going to be. Now it's worse. So Zack Morris is basically playing God in this, where he's destroying people's lives and fucking over everybody. Hey, look, Zack Morris is Trash, upgraded edition. Jesus. I just... There is no good way to put this. Alright. But it gets worse. Now, remember I said that Jessie Spano is back in this as Jamie's mother. Yeah. Belmont Camille is Jamie Spano, captain of the Bayside football team and Jessie's sensitive man-child son. Okay. Along with this, we're also getting, believe it or not, Ed Alonzo. You might remember him from such things as Saved by the Bell. Because that's what I remember him as, because he was the owner of the Max. You know, Max, the guy that does magic tricks. Max, the guy that's creepy. Max, the guy that I swear should be on a website. You know which one I'm talking about. Ah, yes, and here we go. We have Mark Paul Gosselaar as Zack Morris, a former Bayside High student who is now governor of California. He's also Mac's father. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have another character in here called Mac Morris, played by Mitchell Hung, or Hung, or Hogue, or however the fuck you pronounce it. I can't pronounce last names anymore. That's Mac Morris, the handsome, charming, privileged son of Governor Zack Morris and Kelly Kapowski. Well, technically it would be Kelly Morris, you morons, unless she kept her maiden name, because they got fucking married at the end of the college years. When you do a reboot, either do it right, go whole hog into it, or don't. Don't get in between it, don't fuck the pooch here on this. It's one way or the other, not both. God! And then you have Tiffany Thiessen as Kelly Kapowski, Mac's mother and Zack Morris's wife. Also, First Lady of California. Notice how she's keeping her maiden name, I'm assuming to distance herself from Zack once his magical scheme for fucking California goes down the toilet. Yeah! And by the way, Zack Morris, a former Bayside High student. No, wait a minute. This man is a notorious celebrity amongst Bayside. I guarantee you that there is still, at some point, somewhere in that school, a record of Zack Morris. That record is sealed in an airtight container to preserve itself throughout the testament of time, because it is a testament to prove to the world how fucked up an individual can actually be. A former Bayside High student Why don't they say that about, Kelly? She was a former Bayside High student. Or Slater. Or Jesse. They were former Bayside High students. No. Zack Morris, recurring character. Former Bayside High student. Try undisputed legend of the school and not in a good way. Like I said, there's a reason why there's a show called Zack Morris's Trash. Yeah! It exists for a reason. Oh yeah, by the way, we're also, oh wow, there is another one. My apologies. Lisa Turtle is going to be back, and under her as down as guest, Lark Voorhees as Lisa Turtle, a former Bayside High student. That's it. Wow! Apparently you're dragging Mr. Dewey back into this, but then again, that's fine. Who cares? But wow! So apparently, Elizabeth Berkley and Mario Lopez are the only ones announced initially to reprise their roles. It makes sense for Lopez because the last thing I remember him being on was, Dancing with the Stars or some game show he was hosting. I don't know, one of the two. And I have not heard anything of Berkley in freaking years except for maybe a one-off movie she might have been in on Hallmark I might have stumbled upon years ago. That might be it. So, yeah. This is just weird, my friends. Weird. It was reported that there would be also, that they would also serve as producers on the show. Mark Paul Gosselaar, or Gossier, however the fuck he pronounces his name, Zack Morris, confirmed at the time that neither his former co-star Tiffany Thiessen nor him had been officially approached. In all honesty, I probably think he'd be game for being a regular on a show where he could be his old jackass self on a much grander scale. Because the last thing I remember him in was Atomic Twister. For those of you that don't know what that was a made-for-TV movie. As far as Tiffany Thiessen, the last thing I remember her in was some really shitty USA show. And I mean USA the Network. I don't remember what the name of it was. But Suits? I don't know. Thief or something? I don't know. She was a wife of, I think it was a detective. That was all I remember. I hated the show. It sucked. So, of course, we got, a whole bunch of other characters on here. We got ones that are approaching, that are coming back, possibly for other things and more other things. Okay, so basically in January, though, Mark Paul Gossier would also be returning, but only for 3 episodes due to his commitment as a series regular on ABC's Mixed-ish. Really? You have another show? That's new. It was reported that Gosselaar would also be serving as executive producer. In March 2020, he confirmed that Tiffany Thiessen would be reprising her role in 1 episode. I gotta give the people that were behind the idea of this show credit. Not only have you managed to ruin Saved by the Bell, possibly for generations to come, that will have to track down the old episodes to really see how you butchered this bitch, but you now have the balls to basically throw them out on their ass and go, hey, look, a show that has 2 characters. Jesse was an alright character from the good portion of the show, and she had really interesting episodes, especially the one where she was taking the uppers and basically came crashing down, and Zack was her basically friend that, kept her feet on the ground and helped her through that. And then you have, of course, Slater. And Slater, he brings nothing to the table. So you have at least one good character. Fine, sure, whatever. And of course you have Lisa would be back on, I guess, as a guest. Yeah, but I guess she would indeed be guest starring. Yeah, as Lisa Turtle. Yeah, and NBC announced of where he's involved with the series in the following months. So, yeah, so Lisa will be back. However, there will be no Screech. Yes, Screech will not be in. Dustin Diamond publicly expressed disappointment for not being invited to participate in the show as the only cast member to be featured in every incarnation of the Saved by the Bell franchise. And it's true. He was in the original. He was in the college years. He was in the new class. And this one he's not going to be part of. But then again, don't feel too bad there, Dustin. Really, don't feel too bad, because I don't see this thing lasting more than 5 episodes if it makes it that far. This to me smells like a failure from the start. Basically, think of this as Peacock's answer to Mr. Iglesias. You want to know what's funny? I actually watched the first episode because it was put up on YouTube for free, and I liked that show. That had a lot of potential, but I'm not going to get Netflix just to watch it. Not in this or any other lifetime, you pathetic excuse for a streaming service. No. But at the same time, don't feel too bad. I think this show is destined to fail. I really do. You have 2 characters on here. Now, granted, you're pitching this as being more for the kids, but the problem is the kids are going to be seeing this as another teen-centric drama show. Here's my issue with that. We have a shit ton of those now! How many fucking streaming services have teen-centric shows on them? And they all pitch the same fucking message. It's like when I was a kid, every time you turned around, there's another show telling you about how you need to be nicer to people. You need to be kind to your friends. Don't hurt anyone. You need to eat your vegetables. You shouldn't do that. Every bleeping second. There's such a thing as drilling the thing home so hard that the person you're trying to teach the lesson to doesn't give a rat's ass anymore about the lesson. At that point, they're basically figuring, I'm stuck listening to this. I don't care anymore. I get it. The problem with this is that this basically is just shaping up to be another teen drama. The only issue with this being is that, it's a teen drama, but it's having a setting and some cast members from a better teen dramedy that actually pitched the message that hit home. That wasn't garbage. Hell, there was literally an episode where NBC stroked their own dicks. The kids were going to do a drug PSA. The celebrity that they got to do it turned out to be a druggie. So a guy from NBC actually came to give the information and to be there for their PSA. And then pitched the PSA because it was going on NBC in the first place. Because Mr. Beldy knew a guy that would be more than happy to do it. Yeah! Okay! And this wasn't NBC stroking it how? I would see this as NBC stroking it. Yeah, that sounds about right. I get it. The message did work out pretty well, and it was a very good episode, very well written and everything else, but still, NBC was just stroking their own dick. Literally. That's all they were doing. But seriously, though, in all honesty, am I looking forward to this? Hell no! When I saw this trailer on Twitter, I practically vomited. Metaphorically speaking, of course, but still, I was sick to my stomach because of it. This was a series that brought so many people to light. This was a series that had heart. It had warmth. Hell, for God's sake, there was a fucking Christmas two-parter where Zack Morris and his mom took in a homeless Santa and his daughter. Seriously. The original show had heart. It had compassion. It had a wonderful lesson that can be preached for generations to come. This show seems like a needless cash grab upon the reboots. Look, Peacock, I know, okay? I get it. You want some new shit. That's fine. I get it. May I recommend something? How about you dig through your library of stuff from like the 70s and the 60s, or maybe, the early 80s, mostly the 70s though. Pick shit from there, and then reboot those. Those could probably use a new coat of paint. Granted, there are a couple shows I'm pretty sure on there to avoid, but some of those could use a new coat of paint. Hint, hint. Go that route. Or better yet, redo them in beautiful, stunning high definition. Upgrade their quality to 1080p, 4K, and make them look like you're right there in the action. But as far as Saved by the Bell goes, please, leave it the fuck alone! But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Are you entirely excited about the new Saved by the Bell series, or is this one of those, oh God, why moments? Let me know in the comment section below, and until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes, and this has been Andrew Rants.